I like it. I feel all fiery and such. Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to my channel. Today I am playing with the party in Puerto Rico from BH Cosmetics. I have already done a video on the Passion in Paris that will be linked underneath the cards. Today I'm playing with this one. Yes, it's another travel palette and it also has 16 colors, a combination of mattes and shimmers. The palette is vegan, cruelty-free and extra clean. Yes, in this video I will show you 2 looks and at the end of the video I will give you my opinion on this palette. If I think it's worth it, if I like it. I will also show you 2 comparisons though. So if you're interested in that, make sure to watch till the end. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 45 from the Netherlands, hence the accent. And I am here to help you feel fabulous in your 40s. If you want to have fun with makeup again, if you just want to know how to apply everything now that stuff is hanging where it used to be up and perky and a little bit smoother maybe, if you want to see some unusual color combinations and if you have an olive complexion, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe because I would love to have you as part of my nestlings. We are having a blast here on my little corner of the internet. Yes, this is the second look that I created and I think it's very, very fun. There will be timestamps down in the description box and my makeup will be there as well. I am going to show you the first look in a minute, which is, spoiler alert, going to be an all orangey look because I needed to. So before we go any further, grab a drink and a snack, put your feet up and enjoy because here comes look number 1. I am going to start with the shade called Culebra. Just tapping it on the outer lid, no, upper lid, outer corner, and then I'm going to twist the brush and tap it in. Okay, I do want to go to the yellow, but with a very flimsy brush, and the yellow is called Condado. Condado? Condado. I'm trying. I'm just going to blend out the edge a little. I don't really want this yellow. I still want it orange, but I want it a little bit more yellow than it is now. Yes, yes. And then I'm going to go back to the previous shade. I'm going to dust that over again. And then I'm going to go to the shade called Culebrita, this one. The crease and the outer corner. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the yellow. I'm going to lightly blend it over here. It's the wrong color. Not what I had in mind. That's okay. Okay, the color that I did have in mind was the color Cayo Icachos or Icacos. I actually don't know how to pronounce the C, but this one. So sorry if I'm butchering it. This is the shade that I wanted in the outer corner and the crease. I'm also lightly, with whatever I have left on the brush, blending it all into each other. Maybe I can, I kind of want to try deepening it up a little bit more. I'm going to go to the shade Castillo, which is maybe a little bit too red, but I'm kind of hoping that I can pull it a little bit more orange. Maybe I will just go, let's see what it does first, because I want a little bit more depth without it making too red. I think that is what I want, but I think I'm also going to put the previous shade, so Cayo Icachos or Icacos, I don't know. I think I'm going to put that on top again. So basically sandwich this shade again. Yes, now I'm going to go to the previous, to the last shade, the orange. Then I'm going to go back to the first orange shade that I used. I'm just going to dust that over. I'm going to go to the shade El Moro. It's going to go underneath my eye. This is dry. Basically because I'm too lazy to grab my shimmer primer. I am grabbing a tiny hint of Cookie, this one. Just for the outer corner here to give that shimmer, I don't know, a little bit of extra oomph. Okay, I'm going to go to the upper lid shimmery goodness shade. And I'm going to go to the shade called Ring, I don't know, this one. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Ooh, pretty. It's also dry. Then I'm going to go to the shade El Moro again. Just going to dust it over. And then I'm going to grab the shade, I think San Juan, and I'm going to see if it is yellow enough, kind of for what I have in mind. The shade San Juan is the yellowy gold, that one. This is it so far. I'm going to finish everything off with liner lashes and then I will be back to show you the completed look. I finished off the look with the falsies that I love so much from Primark. The Babydolls in style 723. The eye pencil that I used is from Colourpop. It is from their Bambi line and it is the shade Meadow, which is a very pale yellow. It's actually the first time that I'm using it, but I really like the formula. The lippy is one lip clay from Kaleidos in the shade Terra, topped with 5-in-1 liquid lip balm from Catrice in the shade Pearly Peach, because I feel a little bit more comfortable in some more sparkliness with this type of lip color. Apparently today. Yes, and that is it for look number 1. Let me know down below what you think of it. I like it. I feel all fiery and such. Yes, I'm going to feel fabulous filming my new makeup releases number 138. I think it's the 2nd of July edition, probably last Friday. I will link it underneath the cards. Yes, let me know down below what you think of this and let's get ready for the next one. I am going to start with the shade called Laguna Grande. I don't know, it's very intriguing to me, so let's start in the outer corner. Just going to tap it on. Blends out very well. I went to a slightly smaller brush. It is more open, but it is smaller in size, and I'm just going to build it up in the crease. I'm not expecting it to get very dark because that's not the nature of the shade, but I still want a little bit more depth. I don't really want to, but let's go to the shade Castillo. I think it's almost a little bit too warm for what I have in mind, because this is a pretty cool shade. I don't really have anything to deepen this up with very well, so I'm going to sandwich it. Yeah, and then back to the Laguna Grande. It's too pink for what I had in mind. Yeah, I was afraid of that. It does give me a little bit of extra depth though. Let's be funky and try something. I'm going to go to La Fortaleza. This one. Yes, it's a shimmer. I'm kind of going to treat it as a matte or satin. So I am going to tap off. I'm going to put this in the outer corner. I am going to blend it in the crease a little, just a low crease, which is okay. I don't mind having a shimmer in the outer corner and in the lower part of the crease. I'm going to put that shade Laguna Grande a little bit more on top. I'm going to go to the shade that I really want to use, which is called Viques, I think. This one, the pinky one. It's going to go on the lid. I am going to spray. And then here on the outer part, I'm going to fade it on top a little. That's nice and funky. Okay, I need to blend it out a little bit. I'm going to go to the shade Laguna Grande again. Just to blend here in the inner part a little. Okay, I'm going to grab a bit of glitter primer. It's going to go here. I did not really plan on pink here. That's why I'm putting on top the glitter primer so I can stick the next shade on a bit better. And the next shade on is going to be the shade El Moro. I'm just going to stick it on top. Fade it a little bit on the rest of the lid. Yes, then I'm going to go to the shade La Fortacela, that brownie shimmer. Just the same brush, I'm going to put that on the outer corner and fade that in. Coolly. Okay, inner corner. Inner corner shade is going to be the shade San Juan. Oh, I have a little bit of glitter primer. Let's use that to make it pop a little bit more. I'm just going to stick that in the inner corner and put the shade San Juan on top. I'm just going to fade the transition between the colors to make it nice and transition-y. I'm going to think about an eye pencil and then finish off the rest of the makeup as well. And then I will be back to show you the completed look and give you my opinion on this palette. I finished off the look with my favorite falsies from Primark, the Babydoll in the style 723. Lippy is from Lethal Cosmetics in the shade Sand Nudes. And the lip liner is from Catrice. And it's a plumping liner in the shade Polite Rebellion. I also, well, as you can see, changed the top and the earrings, and this is my final form of the day. I really do like it. I like how it came out. Let me tell you my thoughts on this one. I like the color story, obviously, because otherwise I would not have bought it. Honestly, I thought that I would like this one more than the Passion in Paris, which is also online on my channel, and it will be linked underneath the card, I hope. That palette blew me away so much quality wise that this, it almost feels lacking. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not bad quality at all. It's a very nice quality. I just feel that the other one, the Passion in Paris, is very good quality. This one is a nice quality. It's a good quality. I think that the mattes in the other palette are better than these. They are, I don't know, they're extra almost. These are good, but the other ones are extra, and I hope that kind of makes sense. What I am missing here in this palette is this shade in a matte. Why? Because the look that I did today by using this one, for me personally, how I do my makeup, I want to be able to deepen this shade up with a cool version, preferably of itself. I don't want to pull in a pink. I don't want to pull in an orange or a red. If I'm using this shade, I want to have the option of deepening it up with, well, preferably itself, but then deeper. So what I would have preferred is that this one would have been a matte, and then this one would have been a shimmer, because if I have this one in a matte, I can blend it out and create the lightness that I have right now, but I'm kind of missing the depth that I like. Was I able to get it? Yes, because I think that the depth that I have right now is very pretty, and it can be a nice everyday look for people, maybe minus the hot pink on the lid. But then you can use this one because it's gorgeous, or you can use any of the other more neutrally shades. I do like that combination though, that they have, I don't know, this part really intrigues me, and that is why I wanted to use it today. Overall, I do think that the quality is very nice. The shimmers are very good. They are gorgeous, and the mattes are good. They are just not excellent. Yeah. And I kind of think that is it. I don't really have a lot to say about the performance of this palette. It performed the way it should, but it wasn't exceptional. Does that make any sense? Honestly, if you like this color story, you will have a nice time playing with this palette. I grabbed two BH Cosmetics palettes. I grabbed the Optimistic AF and I grabbed the Orange Sorbet just for comparison. Let's start with the Optimistic AF. So here is the Puerto Rico and the Optimistic AF. It does not really give me the same vibes. You can create a similar effect, I think, but I think that this one, the Puerto Rico, is more along the lines of the fun summery colors, and this is a little bit more of the toastier, I don't know, as I explained, summer evening, I'm sitting by the fire, or maybe a little bit more towards the beginning of autumn. These are just a little bit more, I don't want to say toned down because they're not, but they are a little bit, it's a different feeling. This feels brighter than this one. Does that make any sense at all? So I do think that if you have this one, you don't necessarily need this one, and vice versa. But if you have both, it's not that they have really duped themselves, if that makes any sense. That is my opinion, at least. The Orange Sorbet.
Yeah, let's do it like this.
So I can cover up the mirror and fit my head in the frame. When I see these two side by side, I think it's the most similar. So if I'm just looking at the orange shades from the Puerto Rico, I can kind of see similarities in the Orange Sorbet. So maybe if you have the Puerto Rico, you don't need the Orange Sorbet, and maybe vice versa if it is just the oranges that you want the Puerto Rico one for. This one, as you can see, has more color options though. So I think that is it. My final verdict, am I happy that I bought the palette? Yes, I'm very happy that I bought the palette because it is a very versatile palette. And I love the color story. It's just, yeah, not as, it didn't wow me as much as the Passion in Paris one did. But I think that is just because I was so impressed by that color story and how they performed in that color story. These are good. I do think though that quality-wise the Optimistic AF and the Orange Sorbet are better. And that is going to be it for today's video. Let me know down below if you have the palette. If you want the palette, let's chat about it in the comment section. And then this is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.